Behold the story about chaos, love, hate, mystery. About the past, the present, and what is to come. A story about a land that must be built and a people who must be served. Served by the hand of the mother to calm the waters. The girl wants to play. She's in need of affection. Stepfather's arrogant. He doesn't pay her any mind. Being alone with no one to play with opens up the girl's mind to a world she's never seen before. A world not as lovely as she been taught in school, but a world of the predator and the prey. Deep within her slumber, she had visions about the predator versus the prey. Eagerly, the little mouse runs to meet his giant goal. Closer and closer, he can almost taste it. Just as the rodent finds its way to the cheese. There was something else who sought a goal also. Before the rodent could even think of making a move, it's over. The girl thought about the way of this world, how there are predators and prey. At the table, stepfather gave no feedback for her questions. The morning walk to school was very scary. The girl met the strangest of characters. For the little girl, the issue of race struck her at an early age. In history class, she saw African American achievement in an all-white institution. Recess, a time for a break, a time to unwind. This could also be a time to get mean. Predator over the prey. Sometimes prey can be dominant also. The girl did not expect the day to end this way. Stepdad's relationship used to be silent. Now he has something to say. He was so angry, he didn't say a word. He moved back and forth, making gestures. The man shouted slogans at the little girl. He used such foul language, words that her birth parents never used. The photo on the table reminded the little girl when it was her and her family. They would go on vacations like a day at the zoo. She remembered when it was just her and her parents. Now stepfather's anger increased. You can only imagine what happens next. School suspension costs her some days at the library. The girl was captured by an assortment of books and fairy tales. She even dabbled into religion. In the Abrahamic faith, they believe in serving one God. Could it be that other faiths believe in that same God, the God who has blessed them with joy, who has blessed them with meaning, the same God who has blessed them with wealth, who has blessed them with land? Perhaps the Bible's Garden of Eden was not just in one location. God has blessed the inhabitants with their own land. Then that same exact God sends forth conquerors to take that land. God expands his kingdom even if it means the killing of women and children. Yea, one side lost, but even in the beginning they believed in the same God. At the library, the girl read a lot of fascinating books. She looked around to see great artifacts. She was gravitated by tools people used long years ago. Her true fascination of how man can make something out of nothing. Back then, man carved weapons for hunting. He snuck up on his prey without even making a sound. He put all he could into the attack. How was this hunting technique learned? How was man able to know to sneak attack his prey? In the beginning, mankind looked to the animals. The animals showed him the way. In the ancient Americas, man was intrigued by the hunting styles of animals. The majestic eagle scans the entire area of his hunting ground. When the eagle spots his prey, he takes flight. The wings are powerful, but sensitive enough to detect small changes in air pressure. The wingspan keeps all friction out of the way and opens the target. The bear expresses swiftness, like when fighting an opponent. The bear must calculate the right time to strike. In the match, the opponent must judge the right time to make the blow. At one point, the symbol of God morphed into the animal-headed god. This mighty god gave an abundance of crops and an abundance of livestock. Such divine wonders came at a cost. People had to give to this god their livelihood, their finest possessions. No matter how much the people gave to this god would always cry out for more and more. This god needed bodies for labor. This god needed humiliation for leisure. This god needed their very souls to step through the fire. The people were devoted to the madness, the lunacy. The people gave through their adoration. With all they gave, this god would constantly cry out for more, more, and more. One man saw something that shocked him, and he couldn't take it anymore. The man started running and running. He didn't know where he was going, but all he knew was that he had to get away. He ran deep into the wilderness and into the cave. He waited and he rested. Something came to him that was peaceful, that was warm, like that of a father.